Mr. Toyland. Welcome to Tromaville. All right, today we're going to check out some of the toys from the Toxic Crusaders lines by both Playmates and Super7, specifically the Toxie figure. All right, so let's get a little bit of a background on the Toxic Crusaders. So they're all based on the 1984 Troma film by Lloyd Kaufman, The Toxic Avenger, and then the sequels that followed. Right, so the Toxic Avenger is really the story of a nerd, Melvin, who gets bullied and tormented into throwing himself out of a window, and he lands into a barrel of toxic waste, and he gets transformed into the hideously deformed, whatever the catchphrase is, into the Toxic Avenger. He then proceeds to clean up Tromaville by basically killing all of the hooligans in really horrible and terrific ways. Well, that was that, right? So we're going to fast forward now to 1991 when they launched the Toxic Crusaders cartoon. That's where these figures are from. The cartoon it's colorful, it's vibrant, it's silly, it's weird, it's got a lot of just weird things, almost like the super weird aspects of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but turn into this weird world of Tromaville. So you have Toxie and his friends battling Dr. Killimov as he's trying to pollute everything, and it's just like this. It's almost like if you took Ninja Turtles and mixed it with the Captain Planet show, and that's kind of what you have with the Toxic Crusaders. Except they have it's just weird. It's a weird show. Watch it if you never watched it. I'm sure you have, so enjoy it again. I think it's on, as of right now, I think it's on Amazon. So there were also, in addition to the action figures that came out from Playmates, there were some video games. There's one for the NES, there's one for the Sega Genesis, there's one for the Game Boy, all of which are good in their own way, right? And then there was nothing for years and years and years. We have nothing. But thank you to Super7, we have more Toxic Crusaders toys. Now, let's hope they put out some more and some more characters. I can definitely do with some more Ultimates figures, but let's get into it. Okay, so let's check out these figures, right? So first, we'll start with the original Playmates Toxie figure from the Toxic Crusaders, right? This dude was about as cool as it got back in the early 90s. It's from Playmates. It's the same size and scale and all that good stuff as the Ninja Turtle line. So if you had the Turtle figures, you probably had the Toxic Crusader figures, and they just were so awesome. And I mean, they glow in the dark in parts. They just had all these wacky little details all about them. They were just gross, and they were fun. And like I said, the cartoon that went and that coincided with it was just awesome. These are great figures, and they're still really good today. Now, it's hard to find these in great condition, so I actually ended up buying this one in package, in a beat-up package, opening it. Now we have a nice, fresh new Toxie. So, love this figure. Still love this figure. Okay. Now, Comic-Con a few years ago, Super7 had this dude. So, this Toxie. And it's almost like the look of the movie Toxie, but the coloring of the Toxic Crusaders Toxie. So I had to pick this guy up, and he's okay. I mean, I have a Toxic Crusaders figure here, right? And then Super7 outdid themselves. They came out with the Reaction Toxie, which is also really friggin' cool. Love this one better than the other one, but they both have their place. So this is this one. He's got his mop. He's got his little thing right there. Very cool. And then they came out with these guys, these little muscles style versions of the Toxic Crusaders, right? So this is Toxie, and the cool thing about these, their weapons actually come out, which is just really neat. And they come in these weird little barrels, right? So, which is pretty awesome. Okay. And then they dropped this thing. The beautiful 7-inch scale Toxic Crusaders Ultimate Toxie figure. And when I mean this thing is cool, it's like If you love this figure, you love this figure. They just did so much right with it that the few things they did wrong, I'm okay with. Like this guy, I would have preferred if this was a glow-in-the-dark figure like the original. Totally still okay with it, though. The flag is not a sticker. It can come off if you don't want it on there. Actually, they gave him a tutu, which is awesome. So it's a belt, you can remove it. Otherwise, he has the same kind of belt as he had before. These things come off. It's just it's such a good representation of the original figure, and it's got great articulation for the most part. The ankles are a little weak, so it's like it does. I mean, it stands, and he stands all right, but he's his ankles are a little weak. But regardless, this figure specifically made me want to go out and get some of the Ninja Turtle Ultimates figures, because before that, I was not really keen on the price point or whatever it was. But this I had to have. I picked it up. Glad I did. Now I have a problem with these Super 7 Ultimates figures because they're amazing. And if you like the old toy lines, you're going to love this thing. I would suggest trying to track it down or go out and get it if it's available, because I don't know how long they will be available for. Often Super 7 stuff is hard to find after a while. So good luck. Enjoy. I hope you learned something from the video. Bye-bye.
Dr. Toyland.